What's going on, everybody? It's ITP Paladin. So, I've been pretty out of the game of Overwatch for a while, but I thought that because it was good content and it's a good way to at least keep some content creation going. The next thing that I should be doing is a Christian content channel upload. So let's have a quick look at this. Hello, Sadie. My daughter's just waddling around. She should be watching her show. So they had the new seasonal mode for Olympus, free for all, competitive play. Received an update just today, I believe. 2023 season of competitive Capture the Flag begins on January 10th. It is currently the 5th at the point of making this video, so 5 more days. And competitive play loading screen has been updated. I wonder how. I'll take a look at that later. For right now, there are hero updates. Now, I'm reacting to this live. I have not seen any of the updates other than Junker Queen because it was right there in front of me. So I'm wondering what else is going to be happening with the other heroes. I don't know what they've updated, but I did see the post on Play Overwatch. I believe Aaron actually, Aaron, I forgot his last name. The point being is the director for Overwatch right now, he came up and said that a lot of the updates are going to be a little less than expected because some of them pushed for the December thing to help the game get through a rough patch. So these are not going to be as drastic as they were initially going to be. So let's see. Junker Queen, Adrenaline Rush now heals for the remaining wound damage when an enemy dies with wounds on them. I'm very confused as to what that means. Oh! I don't know if the mic picked that up. Carnage. Cooldown is now reduced by 2 seconds for each enemy it impacts. That's one way to make her oppressive. I'm thinking that that's going to make her a little too strong. They might have to nerf that reduction at some point. But she's not currently meta, so I could see why they would need to kind of bolster her a little bit. Lastly, Jagged Blade. Thrown impact damage reduced to 50. And thrown direct impacts now add 30 damage wound to the stuck target and stacks with wounds caused by quick melee or returning Jagged Blade hits. She's starting to get a little complex for me. I'm not 100% certain. I think people who play her and are very into her would probably know what that exactly means. I'm a little lost, I'm not going to lie. All I can see is that now that they removed damage from the impact and put it now to the damage wound. It's really weird. Zarya. I can't tell if that's actually a buff. What energy degeneration reduced from 2.2. Oh, yeah, no, that's a buff. Delay before energy begins increased to 2 seconds. Okay, so they basically are buffing her back up a tad bit by giving her a reduced amount of energy degeneration and increasing the delay before it starts. So yeah, I can agree with that. Zarya, she's not the worst tank that I've been playing against when I was playing. Honestly, the most oppressive part about her kit is the energy bubbles and just trying to get through them as a team. That's more of a team issue than it is an actual hero issue. So I see this as kind of like a semi-decent buff. Hopefully that doesn't break her again, but we'll have to play and see. Brigida's barrier shield is now increased to 300. I mean, was that a necessary buff? I don't think so. I don't see that it's personally as an issue because she no longer stuns, for one. But her barrier is not that hard to get through, and it's a very small barrier, so it's very limited protection. All you really have to do is just... You don't have to technically coordinate. You just need to know how to work around your team and hope to God that they're not dumb enough to just single fire in a fish barrel with her barrier in front of you. But whatever. Moira, Biotic Orb. The dealing damage with Biotic Orb now restores a small amount of biotic energy. That increases her utility. I don't hate that. That's actually good. It helps her to be a more efficient healer for your team. A little harder to deal with, but nothing bad. Then there's some bug fixes. Let's have a look at this. So, bug fixes for general. Fixed a bug where souvenirs being incorrectly placed on Ramatra. Funny. Fixed an issue with Kiriko's Ofuda, if I pronounced that right, displaying black textures during her Whirlwind emote. I haven't seen that. Fixed an issue with Reaper's animations when ending his Take a Knee emote. Resolved an issue with placeable abilities, turrets, and mines floating after the destructible environment they were placed on was destroyed. Fixed an issue that resulted in some users seeing a black screen as their main menu background. Ooh. Fixed a bug that caused a group up to say, "I'm on my way," in unintended circumstances. Finally, I thought that was a bug, actually. I was like, why does it say I'm on my way when I'm trying to call my team back? Never mind. Fixed an issue on some consoles that resulted in blurry graphics. I've seen that bug occasionally. That's actually kind of funny. I'm glad they fixed it, though. Fixed an issue where some players were not able to invite across certain consoles. I don't know if I actually ran into that problem. I don't think I had. Fixed some performance issues in the Hero gallery on console platforms. Really? Performance issues in the Hero gallery. I would wonder what that is. Resolved an issue where daily challenges were not rolling over for some users. Fixed an issue where end of game draw text would not appear for players if colorblind settings was active. Interesting. Resolved an issue with invite to custom game not appearing as an option in the social menu. Well, that would help. Maps for Watchpoint Gibraltar. Fix some areas that allowed player to escape the map boundaries. My god, they've been having to fix that bug for a long time. For Shimbali, fix some areas where players could become stuck. Fix some areas where some abilities could be eaten by the environment. That's funny. And fixed lighting and geometry in several areas across the map. That was something really weird about the map. It felt really weird in the lighting, but I only played the map like twice. And it didn't look that bad. Hero. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Bastion. Fixed an issue where Bastion sound effects would loop at the location of death. I don't think I ever ran into that issue. I don't recall that, but that's actually kind of funny. Fixed an issue where Bastion's whole screen would turn yellow when healed by a Brigida repair pack. Oh my god. Thankfully, I don't play him. Kiriko fixed a bug with swift step on capture the flag would send the flag to the destination instead of dropping it where the ability was activated. Yeah, that seems like a very important thing to fix. Mercy fixed her guardian angel, sometimes allowing her to escape Ramacha's Okay, that's actually kind of a funny bug. Ramatra, okay, so this one's going to be interesting. Fixed an issue with missing assets on Ramatra's hero information page. Fixed an issue with his primary fire effects not displaying the correct amount of projectiles for other players. That would be helpful. Ramatra should now play rumble effects on... okay, I got that. In other words, cause vibration where it's needed. Okay, that makes sense. Ramatra could no longer have more than one barrier active at a time. This one was supposed to be in custom games or modes with low cooldowns. That's actually kind of funny. Infinite barriers in custom games? That would have been funny. Okay, and then finally with Tracer, fixed an issue where Pulse Bomb would not damage Tracer if it was stuck to an enemy. Yeah, that sounds like a very important bug to fix. All in all, I don't hate this patch. I mean, it's a basic one. It fixes 2 of the tanks and 2 of the supports. I wish that they would have done it a little bit more. Maybe, just so that way it was a little bit more effective, but the bug fixes are actually pretty extensive, so I can't complain. It seems like a decent patch. Isn't enough to bring me back into the game full time? Not at the minute. I'm still drained and like burnt out on the game, so I don't want to continue doing that myself. Why is my cameras always... I just realized it was that bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts below about that. And a quick update real quick. I just want to mention I'm burned out on the game for right now. So I'm still stepping away, but I wanted to quickly note that out of the game portion of this channel, I think I'm going to make another guide to kind of match something to the aim guide that I meant before. Why is my shirt so weird? Pull up. I want to make another guide, and this one, I have over like 300 plus hours on Soldier, or 200 plus hours. I don't remember what the length of time was specifically. Ever since they swapped from Overwatch 1 to 2, they kind of screwed up every gameplay history that you had, and I was under the understanding they were going to keep it. But with that being said, I want to make another guide, do something a little entertaining, so I might make a Soldier guide on how to play him efficiently, understanding his kit, and how to get maximum efficiency out of him. I believe I'm in a position to give that kind of stuff, but it would also be pulling information from other creators who kind of coach people to be a little bit better. But yeah, we'll go from there. But other than that, this is pretty much the patch guide. Again, leave your opinions down below and let me know what your thoughts are about it, because I don't really hate the patch, but at the same time, I'm just, I'm not really playing, so you guys who are playing, you let me know. So I'm going to go. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you the next time round. Peace out.